Why are you so far away? Good morning.
I thought I'd make an entrance. Morning all. It's Friday. It's August the 2nd and it's a bank holiday weekend.
Yay! I'm working. And you're
I'm working
kind of
too.
working. Yeah.
Still, I just was telling Elaine in the office a few minutes ago, I woke at 10 to 6 an hour ago.
Yes.
No, I woke when my alarm went off, went back to sleep. Then at 10 to 6 I woke and I thought, something's not right. I thought it was Saturday.
Oh.
So it was a moment of panic. But anyway, all good.
I would say to Andrew as well, I wake in different rooms because I sometimes stay in the mobile, I stay at home. I've been away a good bit. I'm very confused when I wake in the mornings.
So you sit up and kind of go, where am I?
Yeah, where is this? So I stood up the other day and went, what's that chest of drawers? I didn't know where. Couldn't figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little bit dopey this morning. Good news is today's going to be lovely. Right now it's lovely and sunny again, and highs today of around 22 or 23 degrees in generally dry conditions, so not bad.
So some of the big stories in the papers today. Love Island still on the front pages today. Let's start with the Irish Mirror. Headline, I love. Children cry with joy as Love Island's Maura Higgins returns to her hometown of Ballymahon in County Louth. Wait, that's where I was last weekend. Ballymahon. I didn't know that's where Maura was from. There was no posters written of her up, by the way. Children cried with joy, according to the Irish Mirror today. 3 people arrested after massive Dublin chase as drugs found in car is another headline in the Mirror today. A massive Garda response was sparked as cars, SUVs, armed cars and helicopters hurtled after one blue Honda Accord. That sounds a bit like the O.J. Simpson chase, doesn't it?
Something mad
with
going on
50
there,
people following one car. It failed to stop for officers in Finglas yesterday. That's a big story in the Mirror today.
The Times says no deal Brexit could virtually stop some trade in the north for 24 hours. A leaked memo has said that the UK government warned of impact on Northern Ireland's cross-border agricultural trade, which could be a disaster. And 1 in 5 primary school students in classes of at least 30. Record class sizes of 42 were recorded in Galway and Donegal. Department figures show. Elena said last week that, when we were in school, a class of 30 was completely normal. Now, 42 does sound like it's a lot. I mean, it is a lot. So that's in the Irish Times this morning.
And the Irish Examiner, some of the big stories on the front page there. Government to announce biggest shift in state drugs policy is one of the big stories there. Central to the government's plan is to defer people caught by Garda in possession of drugs for personal use to a health intervention. So rather than prosecute them through the court system, which sounds like it should be a good idea. And this is an interesting one. Older churchgoers tend to have better mental health, according to new research. A study of 6,000 Irish adults over the age of 50 found that older people, men and women who regularly attend church, are less likely to suffer from depression. So that's very interesting, I think. Yeah, must look more into that. That's also in the Irish Examiner. And Donald Cusack is keen on the Cork job, says the paper today. He's put his hat in the ring for the job. What do you think of Donald getting the job?
I'm not sure will he get it because of his history with the Cork County Board, but if he got it, I would be very happy.
Okay,
I think
excellent.
People are giving him a lot of abuse for the stuff he says on the Sunday game. He's just saying it as it is. And honestly, I think he'd be brilliant.
And when you're on something like the Sunday game, you have to say something. You have to take a side and you have to comment. You're always going to annoy people.
These are those keyboard warriors who I'm sure haven't held a hurley in a day of their life.
Yeah.
More on Brexit on the front page of the Independent. The same story about Northern Ireland trade stopping for up to 24 hours if a no-deal Brexit does happen. And then this is an interesting one, lads. TV licence fee is to be replaced by the broadcasting charge on all households.
Whoa.
So what they're basically saying is, if you don't have a TV, that's fine. You have a phone, don't you? Oh, great, here we'll charge you. Phones, laptops, tablets will now be included in this. And having no TV is no longer an excuse. If your device can receive broadcasting material, which most phones can, then you will pay the charge. End of story.
Wow. And just to be clear as well, we at Radio Kerry and stations like us, we don't get any of that licensing fee either, so it all goes to the state broadcasters.
I thought it'd be more, by the way.
It
says it's only 1 in 10 Irish homes don't have a TV licence. I thought that would be more, but there you go.
1 in 10 only?
1 in 10 only,
God, I would definitely thought that was higher.
I would have said the same,
I pay it, monthly or whatever.
Yeah, the €40.
Not too bad.
Oh, monthly. It's quarterly.
Less. It's a quarterly. Whatever. I paid something like that anyway, so it doesn't seem too bad. Big weekend, obviously, for Kerry Sport as well. Kerry playing in Navan tomorrow, and Andrew's going to that. I've mentioned that so many times, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be giving away your private details. And we're also obviously going to have that game live here on Radio Kerry. David Moran back in the Kerry team to face Meath in our Phase 3 Super 8 clash tomorrow. The hurlers are out as well.
Yeah, the 20 hurlers are playing their Ireland final at 4:15. Before that game, it's a double header actually in Navan. So
who are we playing the hurling?
Down.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, so good luck to the boys there tomorrow.
Yeah, so lots of good live sporting action here in Radio Kerry as well across the weekend.
Top trends this morning, the Jane Laura trending. So yesterday publicly the radio listenership figures were released, and brilliant news, Radio Kerry is once again Kerry's number one listen to radio station. So on that note, we do say thank you.
If anybody ever asks you what show you listen to on radio, or what shows you listen to in general, always say Kerry's for breakfast, please, and thank you. Yeah, we'll take care of you for that, guys. Thanks.
Pop sockets galore, lads. Boyfriend Tonight is trending. It's the new Ariana Grande track, which was released last night. Haven't heard it, but I just saw people losing their minds in only the way people can on Twitter.
Children cried with joy as Ariana Grande dropped her new single.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's another one of the top trends this morning as well.
And a WWF wrestler died last night. Now, I don't know anything about wrestlers, so I don't know who Harley Race is, but a lot of people talking
I don't either.
about the fact that they've sadly passed away. And this is a good one on Twitter, and we're going to talk about this on the show today. I'm old enough to remember when, and a lot of people getting in on this, so they remember Walkmans, they remember renting videos. We used to go to Uptown Video in Listowel. There was Sheehy's video shop as well in Listowel. We were regular frequenters of those. Do you remember the Yellow Pages?
Yeah, I used to deliver them. I got a job one summer delivering the Yellow Pages, yeah.
So we're going to talk about that. So things that you remember that maybe you might tell your kids or your grandkids now that might make them just go, sad.
Sad, yeah. So I'm old enough to remember when ... Fill in the space yourself. For me, renting videos actually was... see, we didn't have any kind of local video shop like you would have in Listowel. Because I lived in the city, it was basically Extravision or Chartbusters. Those were the two for me.
Yeah,
so
I get you.
As in, we were the main chains, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was there a Blockbuster in Cork for a time? There might have been, actually.
There was Blockbuster in Tralee for a while, I think. Now, someone might correct me on this. When I moved to Tralee first, they had tanning beds in them.
Yeah, because Extravision before they closed down, they also had tanning beds as far. Or was it Chartbusters? One of them did. Someone did.
I think they had tanning beds in Blockbuster, but somebody might correct us. I went into Extravision X Factor in Tralee one day, and I'd forgotten my card. And the girl, it was like, 18, 19-year-old girl, and she said, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Elaine Kinsella." And she went, "Oh my God, are you the girl off the radio?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Oh, I'm so embarrassed I knew that." Yeah. So I was like, "Thanks." Did
she kind of look at you and kind of go, "Are you the girl off the radio?" And then you go, "Yeah," and she go,
Do you know, when I look back at it now, I wasn't that much older than her, because it was a long time ago. It was when I started on the show.
So you're old enough to remember when
I was in my mid-20s. Yeah, I'm old enough to remember when people... Yeah. So we're going to talk about that in the show as well today. So if you want to leave a comment here, you can do that, or you can text or WhatsApp us once we get going at 7.
Yeah, we've got €190 on Who's for Breakfast. We'll do that in the show this morning with thanks to Moriarty, Centra and Central Car Sales in Farn 4. We'll have our Rev Me Up for the weekend tune. It's a bank holiday, so let us know what the plans are as well. All right.
Okay, have a good one, guys. Have a great bank holiday weekend.
Talk
to you soon. Bye-bye.